Watch it, you rumpled my best suit.
Sir Montier, what a wonderful speech.
Demand to be let into the Citadel.
Loyal subjects of the King, in the name of His Royal Majesty, King Claudius, Sovereign of Nostria, defend... The forecast by Archmage Cathorn, in all his mighty wisdom, the skies shall be clear for the entirety of the coming...
Welcome to Marcella.
That was quite a ruckus you made 6 months ago, my dear. Nobody even noticed my new dress. Quite distressing.
So much has changed here over the last 10 years.
Don't you have terribly important affairs of state, or perhaps personal business to attend to? My tailor will be here any minute, but I'd be happy to invite you to my parlor, say, next month?
The DuPont invited you here, didn't he? Don't let his debonair style fool you. He's very dangerous. Be careful around him.
DuPont seemed quite pleasant to me. Very friendly.
Never play cards with him. Not under any circumstance. I took the risk once.
My apologies, Your
The capital didn't change much, I see. Still having fun like there's no tomorrow.
Understood.
Careful.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Well...
Just give me some kind of estimate. Not that long, then. We'll be out of fresh water soon. Where is Eugene? What is he thinking? Huh?
Good afternoon. Could you direct me to the refugee camp, please?
Refugee camp? Do I look like someone who gives a fig about such trifles?
Why not? You're a city official, after all.
As far as I know, the prince is yet to appoint someone to take charge of the refugees. Me, I'm in charge of the cisterns and that blasted aqueduct.
What's wrong with it?
It's old and magical to boot. Few people even understand how it works. I thought this master who studied at the mage school would fix things. But that idiot Eugene hasn't been any help at all. It's been 8 days already. The reserves are running low. The cisterns will be empty in a week. What can that lazy bum be thinking?
An official and a bunch of royal guardsmen? What is this?
Centurion Prim, in the name of His Royal Majesty, King Claudius, and His Excellency, Royal Councillor Montier,
State your business, without the flowery nonsense, if you please.
we have been entrusted with the investigation of the murder at the Bastille Gates.
You who? The bureaucrats? The knights? Huh, those are my people who died at the gates, you imbecile. I'm the one who'll investigate.
Centurion Prim, show a little respect for a Marcellan magistrate. You guards are a dull bunch. The conspirators' lair was right under your noses. Only a day has passed since His Excellency Montier took the investigation in hand, and lo and behold, he's already exposed the conspirators. His Excellency Montier is not inclined to place his faith in you, Prim. Therefore, you are suspended from command until the conspirators have been neutralized. In the interim, your guards will serve under Sir Oligar. Guard Commander Horace is being sent to the Bastille Gates. If the knights find evidence of negligence, Prim, you will not stay a centurion for long.
You won't find anything. Forget it. I serve the king truly, and always have. You make a mistake pitting us and the guard against each other, official. It bodes ill.
Stop that pushing or I'll push back.
official and a bunch of royal guardsmen.
What is this? A Centurion Prem. See, Royal Counselor.
They must have caught a traitor. They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the roads. What a mess.
I'm undone.
Quiet. I think they're leading them out now.
I don't even know where to look.
Hey, heard the new joke about...
That's a lot of guards.
Hello there! Can I have a few words with you?
What do you want?
I can see you're a capable sort, and I bet you aren't afraid of getting in a pickle from time to time. I'm a wanderer, just like you. Gee, how rude. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Dwayne. I'm a famous treasure hunter. Everyone's heard of me.
Well, I haven't heard of you.
That's because I'm a wanderer, as I said. I come from Mercelin. I've been plenty of places. Visiting the elves in Marion, sailing to Port LeGrand on a leer.
And what does the famous treasure hunter need from me?
It involves treasure, naturally. I know of a find that will make us both rich. After we fight a vicious monster for it, I mean. I discovered a cache of valuables, you see. A precious amulet and a pile of gold. But evil is a Logi, and his gifts as well. I was on my knees, gathering the gold into a sack, when a monster crawled out of the dark and took a piece out of my leg. I had to flee. I got away with my life and not much else. Now here's what I'm offering. Bring me the amulet, and I'll pay 5,000 coin for it. Quite a windfall, isn't it? Dwayne, the treasure hunter, knows where the money's at. Get me?
Damn layabouts. Welcome to Marcella.
What do we do now?
They must have caught a traitor.
Oh. You've been to Upper Marcella? Pray tell, haven't you seen them?
Calm down. Have I seen who?
4 green-feathered Illyrian chicks. They're hard to miss. Okay, it's a really stupid story. I promised to deliver these chicks to the royal kitchen, but my useless son dropped the chicks' cage, and now they've scattered all over Marcella.
They must be filling out a tasty chicken stew by now.
How can you say that? A single one of those chicks is worth more than a warhorse. I'll pay 50 gold pieces a head for those chicks if that's what it takes to get them back. I can't afford a breach of contract with the royal kitchen. My entire business depends on it.
They must have caught a traitor. They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the roads. What a mess.
You, stay where you are. The way is open to Knights of the Guard only.
I come from Counselor Montier. What's going on here? Are you Chief of the Guards?
The Guard's job is to catch pickpockets and keep the road clear of loiterers. I am a Knight of the Royal Guard. A search is underway. We received word that some traitors are holed up here. The same villains who conspired to attack the Batil gates. No one was found in the house or yard. I'm waiting on one more squad to report. They went to investigate the cellar. Strangely, I've had no word from them for quite a while.
Doesn't that seem suspicious to you? Why don't we go take a look for your missing soldiers?
Well, since the King's Counselor sent you, you may pass. My orders from the Legate of the Royal Guard, Horus, are to stay here.
Now that's what I call a cellar.
Let's go take a look around. What are you fiddling with?
This cursed thing won't open.
Just press harder.
Not much. Papers, notes.
Ah!
Come on. Come here, you bony bastard.
If there's a key, there must be a door. private study? Now that's interesting. No way through here.
I'll finish searching the house. You, gather your company and pursue Tenebras. Quickly now, before he escapes.
I go at once, Your Grace. We'll crush that bastard.
And you, guard. Did you not hear my order?
I did, dear Horus. But I don't serve you.
Tenebras. How are you here? What crooked business is this? Answer me, now!
Later, my friend, please. We are not alone.
Horus, where were you? Why didn't you come sooner?
The guard was busy looking for suspects. Most of all, I needed this one.
Tenebras, leader of the Dark Adepts. At your service.
First you send assassins, then come to introduce yourself? Quite the zany jokester, aren't you, Tenebras?
The Adepts did not sanction your assassination, nor accept any contracts in your name. Yes, we followed you, but to kill you? What for? I assure you, if the Adepts desired your demise, we would never have wasted our energy on such a dubious scheme.
Is that your word for it? Scheme? Your assassins slaughtered everyone at the Batil gates.
Not just my assassins. They were brought through to the caves by people in guard uniforms. New uniforms, delivered to guard headquarters only the day before. They entered posing as an escort, and they knew the password. The password entrusted to you and your knights, Horus, and no one else.
Enough! If you knew all that, why didn't you intervene?
Because this time, dear Horus, you are not the only one who was deceived. By the darkness, if our spies knew what was going on.
You just weren't paid enough. Cordon off the area. Leave no stone unturned. Any evidence you discover must be sent to me immediately.
You found a thing or two in the basement, yes? If you want to uncover the person behind the assassination attempt, it would be prudent to pass this evidence over to us.
What do you think? Do you know this Farad fellow?
I certainly do know this jackal. He's a stain on the honor of the Guard. Just this morning, I gave him leave to attend to some family matters. He was supposed to be traveling to Castle Rock. As soon as we're done here, I'll go after the miscreant and commit him to trial.
Wait. There might be more traitors among your knights. Let me bring Farad to heel.
Yes. What you're saying is reasonable. I'll write a warrant for the arrest of Farad. Act in my name, please. But I must warn you, many of the knights of Castle Rock swore allegiance to Farad, and not the crown. Be prepared for a melee.
Browse and then buy.
You have no idea what we've been through. No entry. Order of the Royal Counselor. But why? All I want is to buy food. No entry for your kind. But how could this be? My money is as good as anyone else's. You have the plague, so your money has the plague. Now move. Please. I have a wife and children. I have a family too. They live right over there. Now scram.
Stupid lump of clay. Did you just break the press again? Yes. You broke it again with your huge, stupid hands. Breaking an oak lever is nothing for you.
Where on earth did that Ada get to now? Have you seen my apprentice?
What? Do you want me to look for her?
What's the point? She may be a smart girl, but having her run errands is an exercise in futility. I sent her to fetch my cane from Tabor, a trader in Marcella's lower marketplace. I'd have gone myself, but my leg is killing me. I'm good for nothing but sitting on this stool and watching over the workers. We're barely getting anything done.
What's the nature of your work?
We make golems. As you can see, we do it all. Mine the clay, craft the bodies, and print the command tablets. And without a cane, I'm already sick of talking about it.
Hey!
How are things, brother? Could be better. What with the war in Lorien, that blasted mob seized the port. The borders are closed now. That's bad, I imagine. The worst thing is, my wife somehow heard about that whatever it's called. You know, that ridiculous black menace all the idiots believe in these days. The Blight? Yeah. What a convenient excuse. Why clean the house when we'll die of the Blight anyway? Why do we need a third child when the Blight might claim us tomorrow?
Women. They believe every kind of twaddle. My wife's no better.
You're telling me, brother. I wish they'd just forget all about it.
By the ninth element.
What, mage? Did you find something suspicious?
That's just the thing. I haven't. I've performed rituals. I've engaged the aspect of a mystical vision. I've summoned the lesser spirit of stone. The spirit and I sniffed every inch of ground in and around the camp. There was nothing. Not a thing. No swamp curses, no necromantic plague, no putrefying pollen. Nothing. Why are you commoners bothering the mages? His wisdom, Archmage Cathorn himself summoned me all the way from Elir. And now what? It was nothing but a waste of time.
Who are you, by the way?
I am Remedius, senior healing mage of the Royal Mage Order. Strange you've never heard of me. Whom do I have the honor of addressing?
I am Ivor, Prince Adrian's envoy. I'm here to investigate the Montpatrie disaster.
Well, I have something to relate to the prince's envoy. The famous writer Flavius was spotted wandering around the ruins near here. Or so I was told. He's been struck by a very peculiar disease of the spirit. If I had the time, I'd search for him myself. But I do not. If you find Flavius, pray escort him to the magistrate. I will pay the sick fellow a visit as soon as I can.
I'm so hungry, I'd fight a wolf for a piece of raw meat. 1 cauldron a day for the whole camp, and the women and children get it all.
That was uncalled for, brother. At least we're all alive. Mercia gave us shelter, as well as all her bread.
But that bread ran out 3 days ago.
Freshest bread in town. Don't be shy. Eat to your heart's content, friends. Come over here, Norman.
Hey! Why did he get such a big piece? I want some!
They're at it again. Calm down. Do you want them to keep treating us like pigs? We're still human beings. No one's taken that from us yet. Got it?
Refugees. It's like I'm fighting in a war again.
I can wait. I ate a whole bowl.
My belly's been empty for days.
8 years. Trolls utters 8 long years.
People were uprooted. They lost everything.
8 years I've spent fine-tuning Nostria's champion battle golems. 8 years, I say. Before Montpetrie, I used to work at the Illyrian Mage Factory. Everybody knew Master Harvey could build a golem with his eyes closed. And now I, a master craftsman, mind you, have been rejected by Jacket's crew. I'm forbidden to work with their primitive clay monstrosities. The disaster made them doubt our craftsmanship. This is indeed the time of the serpent. The hour of venom and whip.
Did you come from the capital? Finally, they've thought of us. Creator be praised. Have you brought food?
I don't have food at the moment, no. Are you in charge here?
I'm Norman, a worker from the foundry. I'm in charge here, after a fashion.
Prince Adrian sent me. He'd like to know what happened at the Mage Factory. You were there, weren't you?
What's this? Another interrogation? I'm not telling you anything. If you refuse to listen to me, you can go to hell.
I don't know who you talked to before, but tell me what you know, and I'll be on my way.
Forget it. Look at us. Just yesterday, the people I brought here were the Mage Factory's finest artisans. And now everyone's avoiding them like a contagious disease. They've been left to starve outside the city walls. There's an official decree against letting them in. There's no way to get through to you, is there, you bastards? And since we're getting nothing from you except beatings, you'll get nothing from us either.
Surely we can come to some kind of arrangement. What is it you want?
Listen, I am not a proud man, but I am troubled by this rank injustice. Help our camp. Please, talk to Mercia over there. She knows what to do, but she's having a hard time handling it all on her own. Help my people, and I'll help you. I'll tell you all I know. What is it now? If you don't have time for our predicament, I don't have time for your questions.
What is it, Goof? Didn't you get any bread?
Right you are. I'm starving.
Wait a little. You'll get your handful of soup along with the others.
We may as well eat rainwater as that soup. I want bread. Your brother was no help after all. And you promised.
There's only one of me, and I'm needed here. You should go talk to him.
What are you standing here for?
I have bigger things to worry. Well, hello there. What brings you this way?
I'm investigating the Montpetrie disaster. You're a refugee, aren't you?
And what of it? I've got nothing to tell. I was away from the Mage Factory that night, on personal business. I was on my way back when I saw everyone fleeing as if from a forest fire. Well, I went with them, and I got in over my head. Now they avoid me like a two-headed leper. I should have made for Floster right away and told no one I was at Montpetrie.
I want to hear about events at the Mage Factory, not your personal regrets.
Norman's who you should talk to about this disaster of yours. He led them out, so he's the one they all listen to. The others might keep their tongues, but not that eager fool. He'll tell you everything.
Yes? How can I help?
Your guests refuse to speak to me unless I help feed the camp. Norman told me you have an idea how that can be done.
My brother has a farm over in Rickville. His name's Garrick. He's a proper farmer, hardworking and thrifty. He could help us. I can't make the journey on my own. I'm afraid to travel on the highway. There are bandits everywhere, both around here and over at the old outpost. I can see that murderous brigands don't frighten you. Give a message to my brother. That's all I ask.
It's a long journey. But when I'm next in Rickville, I surely will.
Wait. Why go so far out of your way? I have a better idea.
Tell me. It might prove useful.
On the journey here, we came to an understanding with a well-respected countryman. His name is Bludgeon. He promised to get us food some days ago. But Bludgeon has yet to send anything, despite living right at the bottom of the hill. If you could have a word with him and find out what's taking so long, I'll reward you. I'll find something, I promise.
What does that mean, Goof? Do you know who he is, at least?
Sure I do. He's a very respectable fella. The whole of Floster Road belongs to him.
That man is a brigand, a thief, and a murderer. He adopted my father and never gave him back. How could you even be on speaking terms with someone like that?
What do you suggest? That we sit here and quietly wait for death? There's naught to eat, and nobody gives a damn about us. Bludgeon, on the other hand, offered us a job.
What kind of job? Goof, you need to straighten out that melon you're using for a head.
Don't you fret about it, Mother dear. If my agreement with Bludgeon comes through, everything will be all right.
Why are you doing this to me? What does that mean? Why did you...
handing out bread?
He's a very respectable fellow. Yes.
Mother dear, I'm so thankful you're not here to witness this. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm acting foolish. Everyone's grief-stricken, but I can't.
What happened to you?
Same as everyone else. Was born in the mage factory. We used broken golems as toys and played hide-and-seek in the mine shafts. My mother used to read me miners' tales at bedtime. And I lost her book.
At the mage factory?
No. I definitely had it with me for most of the journey. I must have dropped it somewhere nearby. I'm so worried my mother's tales will be lost forever while I wait to regain my strength here.
Yes. Why didn't you go get some?
I can wait. I ate a whole bowl of soup last time. There's even a cabbage stalk left. What about you?
I'm not that hungry. How odd. I was very hungry 2 days ago, but now I've gotten used to it.
Greetings, wanderer. Greetings to you too, my good man.
The bandits have gotten way too cocky. Impressive den you got.
You ain't no village simpleton. Where do we go next?
Damned if I know. We're out of luck no matter where we go. Cedric drove them all away, the brute.
Who is he, anyway?
Dun's sidekick. Small potatoes, though. His gang doesn't even have a proper name. And look at him go. Now he's the one in charge.
Say, what do you think about joining him? Lady Luck seems to have taken a shine to that one. We'll do some real robbing and live like kings.
Are you crazy? Bludgeon's gonna put a price on his head any day now. Tenebros or his lackeys will pay him a little visit, and that'll be the end of Cedric. Might as well start carving a headstone now.
Then we better stay where we are. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Here is... I assume you're the one they call Bludgeon.
You know me, eh? Well, I know you too. 6 months ago, you were the talk of Marcella. What are you doing here?
It's about the Mage Factory refugees. You promised them help, did you not?
Out of respect for the inmates of Crucis's celebrated prison. I'll tell you what the matter is with those refugees. I've known Goof and his gang for a long time. He asked my assistance, and we made a deal. I help you, you help me. But Goof hasn't held up his end of the bargain. Therefore, I owe him nothing.
What did Goof promise you?
There's a certain document currently in the possession of Sylvain, the Elder, of the Lumberjacks village downriver. All I need doing is for someone to persuade Sylvain to give it up. Then I'll provide not only a ton of food for Goof and his refugees, but add a little spice in the form of some gold as well. Unfortunately, it seems folks these days don't appreciate the trust I place in them. Maybe someone else could handle it. What do you reckon?
Where is my weapon?
Vincent is late.
I can't wait. While you're here trading stolen goods, they're destroying our lands.
Sadie, why can't you understand? I'm completely on your side. You're Bludgeon's friend, and he would never leave his friends behind. If Vincent is late, we'll help you some other way.
I need people. Some tough fellows capable of running through the woods.
Piece of cake.
And sharpshooters, too.
Oh, that's trickier. Wait, I'll find out.
Hey, you. Can you shoot a bow?
Who are you?
I'm Sadie. They call me Bloody for a reason.
I've heard about you before. Well, you going to cut me up now?
The guys and I, we kill people, yes. But only those who deserve it, despite what others say. Only scum of all kinds. Do you see that black spot nearby, as if something was burned? It's hardly the first village to be left looking like that. Thanks to those enlightened ones. Hardly anyone out of all the centurions, archmages, and kings know the truth. Those ghouls enchant and kidnap people. Everywhere they go to perform their dark magic rituals, they bring death. We hunt them and avenge all of the kidnapped and murdered victims. And our land. Join my squad.
I was hired by the prince. Next time, maybe.
Where is my weapon?
Vincent is late.
I can't wait.
Whoa, now there's a mark if ever I seen one.
What are you looking at? Scram!
Have you seen the way Bonnie looks at Marlene? Have you seen the way Bonnie looks at Marlene? Again, a decade at least. And why wouldn't you count it? It's a toss-up which is worse, though. The salon or the den.
You have quite a way with words. You're the funniest gal I've ever had the pleasure to be with.
And I haven't even told you about Bonnie trying to send someone to Digien in her place. What a lark.
I'm tired of standing here in the blazing sun. Could we at least leave the bridge and find some shade?
Stay where you are. We want them to see us from down below. Bludgeon wants them to be afraid.
Can I at least put my poleaxe down? Hmm?
No.
Huh.
Unexpected visitors are not welcome at Castle Irock. Leave at once.
I need to see Baron Farad. I have an order with his name on it. From Horace, legate of the Royal Guard.
From Horace, you say? Very well. I have no choice but to let you in.
What are you waiting for? Come at me! Stay down, you wimp! Have you learned your lesson? Oh. Get out!
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Your friends tried to kill me at the Bastille gates. I want to know who you serve.
The insolence. I know nothing of the attempt on your life, and I cannot let such an insult slide.
There's no point in lying. I have irrefutable proof. You're going to come with me and tell all you know.
Since when do my allies let brazen madmen into my ancestral fort? What are you staring at, you buffoons? Get this scum out of here this instant. If they persist in trying to enter the castle, kill them on the spot!
What a fabulous scoundrel. Legendary, even. Betraying the guard wasn't enough for you, eh? Now you will betray your own people as well?
Be that as it may, I won't set foot outside my castle. As for you, you'll be sent flying like a whipped dog.
In the name of the king, I place you under arrest.
We swore fealty to the crown, not only to you.
You'll pay for this. You'll all pay. I swear it.
I'm tired of standing here in the blazing sun. Can we at least leave the bridge and find some...
Make way for the guard. Damn landlords.
You were pleased to hear of Claudius's supposed death. Why?
Me? I simply despise tyrants. I hate living under a brutal regime. As for me, I've always preferred other methods of control. But what am I prattling about? I am naught but a simple stable boy. I mean, I never tyrannized horses by teaching to trot or canter. I used other methods of control. On horses. Yes, that's right.
Carry on about your business.
I envy you. You'll be your own master. No commander breathing down your neck, no rules. Sing when you want, sleep when you want, play the flute when you want. And that Marcellan heat. I've forgotten what real heat is like. Not the feeble warmth of a campfire or hearth.
You're still here. Any questions?
Where should I look for Castle Irock?
Easy. Pass through these gates and head down Floster Road, south. Past the second guide steely, you'll find a bridge across the River Atra. Castle Irock is just beyond.
I cannot wait to cross swords with that wretch.
I'll await your report by guard headquarters. Now make haste.
Mind the stall there.
What do we do now?
And your son, what did he tell you? Where did he lose them?
I get nothing out of my son. He brought back an empty cage and now he won't say a word. Why don't you talk to him? Perhaps it would be easier for him to talk to a stranger than his own father.
Jackard sent me. He says he ordered a cane from you.
Did he now? Well, I've been waiting for that wretched Ada since forever. I suppose the girls disappeared again, and he sent you instead. Well, the cane's over there by the counter. Take it, and tell Jackard this one's cast from a stronger alloy than the last. He loves to complain, you see.
I don't suppose he'll wear out an iron cane anytime soon.
Yes, I agree.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
This place is still filthy.
Hey, heard the new joke about the savior of Nostria?
Careful!
Yes, you broke it again with your huge stoop.
Here's your cane, Jackard.
What am I gonna do with that? Do I look like I can carry an iron cane around all day? I've been using a special ointment to soothe my leg. I'm waiting for it to kick in right now. Get it? Kick in? Ha! That piece of iron is for the press that prints the clay tablets. The old one's broken. Be a dear. Help me with the rest. You'll see the groove from the cane right away. When the work starts up again, I'll make you golems like you've never seen.
The cane is the answer. Come on, you brainless clay statue, get the word. That cane's made of iron. It won't break or bend.
Yes! Now we can finally get to work. Our warehouse is full of blank golems because we weren't producing any command tablets.
These golems are for sale, right?
Of course, whether it's for spinning an elevator wheel, printing tablets, or for war. Any purpose you can think of. I told you, you'll know the correct thing if you just look for it. That's how things work around here. You insert the cane in the right place, and we can go into full production again. Here, take this tablet from our newest batch and head over to the elevator. Lita's been complaining that her golem's tablet is almost worn out.
I must have had sap tattooed on my forehead at some point and just forgot.
There's something in it for you too, friend, and what if the elevator does break down? What are you gonna do? Run around the hills on foot? That would take much longer.
The cane is the answer. That cane's made of iron. It won't break or bend.
I'm tired of standing here in the blazing sun. Can we at least leave the bridge and find some shade?
Stay where you are. We want them to see us from down below. Bludgeon wants them.
Oh, now there's a mark if ever I seen one.
Wait! Help me! Hey! Where are you going?
Why are you crying, old man?
I was robbed. They came from across the river. Those, what are they called? Lumberjacks, that's it. They stole my Daisy, my treasure, my only friend.
Is Daisy your daughter?
Daisy's my pig. She's a rare dappled swine. The only one of her kind in 3 days' ride.
Do you know which woodcutter kidnapped Daisy?
The fiend's name is Roachus. I'd seen him skulking around near my house this past week or so. He must have been spying on us. He's the thief. I'll pay in gold. Just bring my Daisy back to me.
Are you Roachus? Meller claims you stole his prized dappled swine.
Me steal a pig? Ridiculous.
He sold me that swine himself. And now he's accusing me of theft? The old man's losing his gourd. You tell him from me to go kiss a dragon's rear. I stole nothing.
Leaving the old man's mental health out of it, where am I going to find his pig?
How would I know? Mulagi is that pig's keeper now. It ran away. Creator knows where it's roaming. It's not anywhere around the village, though, so... It must have crossed the river over there. We villagers stick close to home. Bludgeon's brutes are all over the place. They'd cut a man's throat for sneezing, and I have hay fever.
Are you Sylvain? Bludgeon sent me to fetch a document from you.
Why do you care? What are you, tax collector, investigator, or just Bludgeon's little houseboy?
My title is not important. I need that document.
I could see you're not going to back down. Fine. I'll try to explain. Bludgeon once got into a quarrel with a plowman. He wanted to seize the farmer's land for himself. Over there in the upper fields. He tried to force his way in at first, but Prim intervened. The guard showed up in person and threw those bloodsuckers out.
What about the paper?
We're getting to that. Bludgeon kidnapped the farmer and forced him to sign over the land. He even found a corrupt louse of a lawman to seal the deal. But the plowman had his wits about him. At the last moment, he ripped the title from old Bludgy's hand and jumped into this river here. He had 4 arrows in his back when we found him. He was past help by then. But we took the land title and hid it. Bludgeon's not getting that title. Rather than chasing lost land deeds, he should look to controlling his appetites.
But where is this title? Any chance I can see it?
No.
Do you take me for a fool? And don't bother searching. It's well hidden.
I'm surprised you didn't simply burn it.
Yes, we tried that, but the seal carries a powerful enchantment. That lawman knew his craft. Neither fire nor water would take it. I don't like how you're asking so many questions. It's like you're itching to help Bludgeon.
Let's talk, then.
Did Sylvain send you? I could see in your eyes that you're after that document.
Is that so?
I overheard your conversation with the head man. He's telling the truth. There's no way you could find it yourself, but I might be able to assist you in this business. For a modest fee, just ask. That document is not any ordinary paper. Some big people are after it, and I saw them. I wish I hadn't seen them. So the goal up front, please.
What if...
No.
Hey!
Here, take your money. Now let's hear it.
Well, this document was very important to some big people, and they wouldn't leave us be. We tried to get rid of it, but we couldn't burn it, tear it, or even smudge it with a dirty fingerprint. It's enchanted for safety. Then Sylvain came up with a brilliant idea. Take a pig, tie the deed to it, and give it to the trolls.
There are trolls here?
The trolls came to the area just a couple days ago. They have a camp beyond the river, in the middle of an excavation site or something. They dug it up anyway. One night, Sylvain took a pig and left it there. I happened to be awake at the time. I saw him sneak off like a thief and then come back soaked. The pig's owner, Rochus, knows nothing about it. He just bought the animal, and whoosh, it's gone. It's totally unfair to my mind.
I agree.
So if you want the deed, look for it in that camp across the river. That's the whole story. I told you the whole tale. Now go look for the deed at the excavation site. Although the trolls might have eaten it along with the pig, then you'd have to look. Never mind.